WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again.
Despite the fact that this event had some pretty awesome moments, this was almost a 5-hour show. Streamers already fall into the crowd and the event just started. May want to hang on to them for the event's conclusion.
I'm itching to beat him like a penis with an STD.
So are you confirming that you want to rape the Big Show and make him die of a disease? Kinda dark, even for the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Tonight on SmackDown.
Man, that shot from the Big Show onto John Cena's chest was devastating. Or, at least I think it would have been. Hard to tell considering the cameras missed that.
Hey, look at that. What a chop.
Michael Cole says, what a chop, about 6 or 7 seconds after Show had actually delivered the chop. That one moment when you react to something a little too late. God damn it, Michael.
It really looks like at this point the Big Show is just toying with John Cena.
Wow, match is almost 10 minutes long and it's been like this almost the whole time and you just now realize that Show is simply toying with John. Congrats, Michael. These days it would be natural to see John Cena give the Big Show the FU. Back then it was an awesome moment, which is why I give this a center mover.
Cena, what is that? Look at Cena!
While I am also impressed at the second FU that John was able to deliver to Show, I do not condone the use of a weapon behind the referee's back tactics. Sorry guys.
I hear a rumor. Okay. I heard the Undertaker is here.
Let's see. He's on the card to be competing tonight against Kane. He's making his return tonight, despite the fact that he hasn't showed up yet in this rivalry from being buried alive. I don't see how that's a rumor. Previously, almost a year ago on WWE.
It's a sudden death. Fatal
Sudden death. Well, that doesn't look like the tag team titles that Booker T and Rob Van Dam are carrying. Bubba Ray Dudley was watching Booker the whole time and could have countered at any moment, especially with how Booker was preparing himself for that kick.
Booker T, tag titles on the line.
Bubba breaking up the pinfall after Booker had kicked out. Just imagine what would have happened if Booker didn't kick out and Bubba broke up the pinfall after a 3 count.
That's the only way this thing could be won, by a pinfall.
Jerry Lawler forgot to note that submissions also qualified for victory in this match. That was either a 3 or a D, take your pick, LOL. Nearly 3 minutes of pay-per-view time dedicated to Bobby Heenan and Mean Gene Okerlund getting it on with Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah. My nose is sexier than your nose.
And then Jericho, whose father played for the New York Rangers.
Randomly mentioning that Chris Jericho's father was a hockey player as if that even mattered or was related to Christian being chucked over the top rope. Whoever that asshole is with a goddamn air horn. Yeah, I'm intimidating. Look at the way I slap my boobs.
Come to your senses, Jericho. That's your friend.
Well, due to the circumstances of the storyline, no, Christian ain't Chris's friend anymore. And even if he was, what would it matter? It's a one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
For that backslide again.
Are you stupid or something? Does that look like Christian was going for a backslide? Victory even due to accidental outside interference is always a sin. I admit, I was shocked by that sudden heel turn by Trish Stratus. Dr. Sin.
Hey, Lillian, no, what are you, don't look at the people's package, Lillian.
Lillian Garcia wasn't even looking at your package until you told her not to look at it. Why tell her not to look at it when it was kinda obvious that you did want her to look at it?
And above all else.
The Rock's stuttering.
Foley's about to take more hits to the head than Tommy Lee's drum set.
What?
Oh, no, not on the floor! I'll tell you what.
Seeing Mick Foley jump off the apron for that elbow drop was pretty cool, actually. Especially after the back body drop from The Rock.
Foley, look out!
Ow, my hand!
Rock's walking tall and now Randy Orton's walking funny.
Wah, wah.
3 is more than 2, right?
Number 3 is the lowest number there is. I heard that number 1 is actually the highest number in the world. No number could ever be higher than that. No freaking shit, 3 is higher than 2! Dave Bautista is not even the legal man, but sure, let's bring him in, because reasons. Copyright infringement. Throwing out invisible elbow pads. Wonder if it murdered an invisible family in the crowd. Ric Flair gave The Rock an eye poke using the Force. Perfect example of an RKO out of nowhere.
Playboy evening gown match.
This match exists. You see hot wrestlers in the ring, and the one thing you say is Jiminy Crickets. Also, 3 minutes of no action in the ring. Only action is in our pants. Haha, the referee tripped, and at the same time, I'm jealous. Why did I have to be 8 years old in 2004? Wish I was that referee. Damn it! Even after Tori Wilson and Sable win the match, Tori is still pinning Jackie. The match is over. Previously on WrestleMania 20, I guess.
Looking through the injuries.
Chris Benoit's a dick. Eddie Guerrero's just trying to motivate you, man.
Oh, Guerrero! Well, finally,
Chavo Guerrero Sr. is giving his own son the thumbs down. Did Chavo Jr. not see that? Flash Mysterio.
Here's another cover by Ultimate Dragon kick. The Dragon advances force eliminated.
The bell rang only once. The sin is either for that or the fact that it likely shouldn't have rang at all. I'm guessing the timekeeper only hit it once because halfway through he realized that the match wasn't over yet following Shannon Moore's elimination.
Ultimate Dragon did tap out. I'm not getting right. Two to the leg.
Everybody's getting eliminated way too quickly in this match, which takes away chances of a great performance. Mainly because they're in, and then nope, they're out.
Lands on the apron.
Post-elimination assault.
Look at this. Take it out.
Well, damn, I'm removing 2 sins for that.
Shoulders down. Spins on her shoulder down. And the distraction.
Once again, pretty much all the wrestlers are being treated like they're no good at all in this match. It's one thing I never liked about matches like these. I think this is one of the few times that the referee actually prevented a wrestler from delivering a suicide dive.
Look at Chavo Senior. Damn it.
Victory due to outside assistance is always a sin.
This is going to be a smash mouth, high impact matchup.
Don't mind me, just got a lot of phlegm in my mouth. I know that it's bad enough that Brock and Goldberg are leaving WWE, so I can understand the anger of the fans. But these two didn't even attempt to put on a great final match. They just didn't give a shit. So I'm just throwing in 15 sins for a 15-minute bore fest. Let me finish your sentence, Brock. This right here, motherfucker, is going to be the most embarrassing performance we've ever done in our lives. A lot of people say that the fans were chanting for Austin because they hated both Brock and Goldberg for leaving after this event. From my point of view, fans were chanting for Austin because it's motherfucking Steve Austin, and the fans would be cheering for him even if the two were not leaving the company after this match.
Here we go.
Finally, it's only been like 4 minutes. I am honestly thinking about just skipping through the rest of this match and moving on, but I sadly can't, not in the deal I signed. But damn, this is the third 1-minute stare down in 5 minutes. Nose kissing.
Goldberg is right-handed.
Okay. Thanks for letting us randomly know that Goldberg is right-handed.
Proof later. Now, who's the better mat wrestler?
By chanting "This match sucks," the crowd would be great at Wrestling Sins expansion. More nose kissing. This time with Steve.
Goldberg representing Raw proudly.
Not anymore. I think it's safe to say that the double stunner onto Brock and Goldberg was the only entertaining thing about this segment. It's being sinned because of the sad fact.
Here in New York City. Wow.
What's the point of erupting pyro outside if the live crowd can't even see it?
Thank you for making the WWE what it is.
And watch as I tear it all apart by turning this into a PG show and allowing future part-timers to be undeserving world champions. Wait a minute, didn't we already see this before? And once again, why call it sudden death? Doesn't sound badass, you know.
The small of the back of Scott.
Charlie Haas forgot that he was actually the legal man. 3.5 minutes of Jesse Ventura interviewing Donald Trump.
Win the title tonight.
Okay, that sign is awesome. Whoever's the owner of that sign, you just gave WrestleMania 20 a sin remover for your humor. Wow, the bell rings and there was complete silence. Not even Jim Ross calling the first lockup. Felt a little weird right there.
We've seen that Molly actually does wear granny panties. What does that have to do with this wrestling match?
Thank you, JR. Thank you. That's what I'm saying about commentary these days. Almost everything commentators say has me thinking, what does that have to do with this wrestling match? Thank you for sending that moment, JR.
What color are your preference? Pink? Oh, white.
Nearly a whole minute of this match is JR and Jerry Lawler talking about colors of underwear.
Molly just escaped. Whoa!
Post-match assault. Molly Holly attempting to do what's supposed to be done to her. The referee accidentally got hairsprayed. This head shaving goes on literally through the entrances of the next match. Probably because WWE realized they had way too many things going on tonight and would cost them another 10 minutes of overtime just to get this done.
I believe the match has been a draw thus far.
The match has only been on for 2 minutes, Michael, and both Eddie and Kurt are just getting fired up. So saying that this match is a draw in the early going is a little stating of the obvious.
Well, look at this! Eddie Guerrero! Wait, nice.
Well, shit, I'm removing a sin for that. That was an awesome counter.
Guerrero with a headbutt knocked through a loop. Oh my God, look at this! Knocked down.
Hey, get back down there.
But Kurt Angle talks out of both sides of his mouth. The guy's a hypocrite.
Not your job to say who's a hypocrite, Michael.
Off the ropes. Tilt the world over.
Eddie's legs had slipped off of Kurt before he could roll through with the head scissors.
Hang on, Eddie. Just hang on.
Michael Cole's stupid cheerleading. I'll be right with you guys with the congrats, but I just want to say this. While I was very amazed at Eddie's strategy of loosening the boot, he had his feet on the ropes the whole time in the roll-up. Yeah, his motto was lie, cheat, and steal, but that doesn't mean that his rule breaking is immune to the sins. That's just not how this works. I thoroughly apologize to you guys. But rules are rules in these videos. But at the same time, I'm going to remove 5 sins because this was a very good match and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hell, it was hard for me to find any sins in it too, so there you guys go.
The whole city's burning, look at that!
Kane's graphics is a dick to New York City. The return of Paul Bearer and the Dead Man Undertaker are both worth 5 sin removers each. Double it, man.
It's him!
Seriously? You gotta play the pronoun game? Haha, the Druids accidentally set the floor on fire and they had to have one Druid wield a fire extinguisher.
Or fog or something.
You're not my son, cliche.
Kane buried the Undertaker.
If Kane can't believe that the Undertaker would be here and that he believed that he killed him, then why did he even bother to challenge a dead body to a match at WrestleMania?
Man, and look at the Undertaker! Upstairs, downstairs!
The referee was doing his 5 count, got to 4, and then proceeded to yell at Undertaker instead of counting 5. He should have gone through with his job, especially considering Undertaker wasn't listening and refused to stop punching Kane on the ropes. It would obviously ruin the moment of Undertaker's return and cause him to lose the 11-0 streak, but I'm just saying.
Younger brother!
And not only did the referee stop counting, but proceeded to restart the count instead of just continuing. That was one of the funniest fails I have ever seen. The way Undertaker was to land and bounce off the ropes. Instead of taking advantage and giving Undertaker the chokeslam, Kane believed that it would be best if he just wasted about 30 seconds monologuing and allowing Undertaker to recover enough to put him into the chokeslam position. After delivering one single chokeslam and not going for the pin, Kane actually believes he won the match. Why Kane decided to jump in the air for a little joyride is beyond me. That joke about Chris Benoit never existing is 10 years old, boring, and downright stupid, if you ask me. Which is why you will never hear me say stupid shit like, oh, no one wins this match. It was just a one-on-one match with Hunter and Shawn.
With the richest prize in our business.
That would be the WWE Championship.
The champion will have no advantage. You got a disadvantage.
Well, thanks for stating the obvious, Jerry. See, Chris? This is what the title looks like up close.
Decision. That's the big disadvantage.
Checking for weapons in a match with no disqualifications. Makes no sense to be doing that.
And Benoit.
How about instead of just throwing each other away and trying to pound on Hunter, you two can go after each other as well. It is a triple threat after all, and it doesn't matter who pins who either. Double moonsault, double sin remover.
Don't get up, don't look at him, don't look this way, Triple H.
Wow, Shawn went halfway across the ring, Hunter was watching the whole time, and somehow the sweet chin music was never countered. The right side of Shawn's face hit the ring post, yet it's his left side that's bleeding. Logic, am I right? No, he doesn't. Chris doesn't have the crippler crossface on yet. What are you talking about, JR? Concrete hell my ass. Aha, the cameraman got tripped by Hunter. The announce table right beside you guys. Even if Hunter did make it to the ropes, what would it matter? There's no disqualifications in this triple threat match, so what would be the consequences? Chris can't get disqualified if Hunter made it to the ropes. Even after Chris had won the match, he still has the crippler crossface locked in. This final celebration between Eddie and Chris was one of the best emotional moments I've seen in WrestleMania history. End this sin video with a removal of 15 sins.